Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are starting the last question of exercise 1.2, which is question number 8 of class 11 maths. Okay, revising our previous information, we know that complex number, okay, C is a complex number. It consists of a real part and imaginary part. Real part is A and B iota is imaginary part. If a complex number contains only the imaginary part, for example, it has Z is equals to B iota, then it is said to be pure imaginary. And if the complex number contains only a real number, then it is called a real number. And if the complex number contains both these parts, this is called the general notation of a complex number. Now, how to find the magnitude? Magnitude is equal to square root of real part square plus imaginary part square. Here the real part is A, so A square plus imaginary part is B, so B square. And we know that iota equals square root of -1, and taking square on both sides, we get iota square equals -1. Now we are going to come towards the parts. Part 1 says modulus of or magnitude of 2z minus 1 equals 4. So z is a complex number which is x plus y iota, because this is what we are given in the question. Z equals x plus y iota. So now we are going to put it over here. It becomes 2 into x plus y iota minus 1 equals 4. So it becomes 2x plus 2y iota minus 1 equals 4. Now we are going to separate the real and imaginary parts. We get 2x minus 1 plus iota into 2y. Here the real part is 2x minus 1 and the part containing iota, which is called imaginary part, is 2y. So these lines means that we have to find the magnitude, and you can see here these lines are also drawn over here. It equals a square root of real part square plus imaginary part square. So now we are going to take square root over here. Imaginary real part is 2x minus 1 whole square plus 2y whole square. The square root equals 4. Now squaring both sides. Now we are going to square them. Square and square root cancels, and now we are going to open these squares. We get, okay, I'm going to write the formula over here. A minus b whole square equals a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now this is a minus b whole square. A is 2x, b is 1. So 2x whole square plus 1 square minus 2 into 2x into 1 plus 2y square gives us 4y square equals 4. Now 2x square is 4x square plus 1 minus 4x plus 4y square equals 4. Now it becomes 4x square plus 4y square minus 4x. We are just rearranging these terms, okay? Plus 1 minus 4 equals 0. This 4 is brought over here. So our last equation becomes 4x square plus 4y square minus 4x minus 3 equals 0. Now we are going to move towards part number 2, which is z minus 1 magnitude equals z modulus plus 1. Sorry, it's not modulus, it is conjugate. So what is conjugate? We are going to write it as z equals x plus y iota. We are given this in the question. Now changing the sign of the imaginary part is called conjugate, and here the imaginary part is y and x is the real part. We are going to change the sign of y, which is previously is positive, and now we are going to change it into negative. So z bar becomes x minus y iota. Now we are going to put these values in this equation. So we get modulus of x plus y iota minus 1 equals x minus y iota plus iota. Now rearranging the real and imaginary parts, x minus 1 plus iota into y equals x is the real part plus iota into 1 minus y is the imaginary part. Now this means that we have to find the magnitude, and magnitude equals square root of real part square plus imaginary part square. So we are going to write it over here. square root of real part is x minus 1 whole square plus y square equals square root of x square, x is the real part, whole square plus imaginary part square. Imaginary part is 1 minus y, so 1 minus y square within the square root. Now we are going to square both sides. So we get x minus 1 whole square is a minus b whole square again. So we are going to write it over here. X square plus 1 square minus 2x plus y square equals x square plus y square plus 1 square minus 2y. So we are going to cancel these terms, x square with x square, y square with y square, and 1 square with 1 square, and here minus 2x equals minus 2y. So we can write it over here, minus 2x equals minus 2y. Minus 2 and minus 2 are cancelled. So x equals y, x minus y equals 0 is our answer. Now we are going to solve part number 3, which is magnitude of z minus 4 iota plus magnitude of z plus 4 iota equals 10. Now we are going to first of all put the value of z. The value of z is x plus y iota. We are given this value in our question. So putting this value over here, we get x plus y iota minus 4 iota plus x plus y iota plus 4 iota equals 10. Now we are going to separate the real and imaginary parts. We get x plus iota into y minus 4 plus x plus iota into y plus 4 equals 10. Now we are going to take the square root. Sorry, not square root. We are going to find its magnitude. Its magnitude equals to real part square plus imaginary part square. So square root of x square plus y minus 4 whole square plus square root of x square plus imaginary part over here is y plus 4 whole square. So y plus 4 whole square equals 10. 10 remains as it is. Now we are going to shift this part over there so that we can easily solve it. It becomes square root of x square plus, now opening this square, its formula is a minus b whole square equals a square plus b square minus 2ab. So we are going to put this value over here and we get plus y square plus 4 square minus 2 into 4 into y within the square root, okay? And now we are going to shift this term over there. So we get 10 minus this term, square root of x square plus y plus 4 whole square. We are going to use this formula, a plus b whole square equals a square plus b square plus 2ab. So using this formula we get plus y square plus 4 square plus 2 into 4 into y within the square root. Now we are going to square both sides. We get this side is whole, when it is squared as a whole, the square root and the square root cancel and we get x square plus y square plus 16 minus 2 4s are 8 into y equals now this term minus this term whole square. When we get it, when we get a square over here, we get 10 minus square root of x square plus y square plus 16 plus 8y as a whole square, okay? Now this term remains as it is, x square plus y square plus 16 minus 8y equals 2. Now this term makes a minus b whole square. You know its formula? A minus b whole square gives us a square plus b square minus 2ab. So now come over here and see a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. So where a is 10 and b is a square root of x square plus y square plus 16 plus 8y. So writing it as 10 square plus x square square root of x square plus y square plus 16 plus 8y with a square root and a square as a whole, minus 2 into 10 into square root of x square plus y square plus 16 plus 8y as a whole square root, okay? So now we get x square plus y square plus 16 minus 8y equals 100. 10 square is 100 plus. Now this square root and square cancel. So we get x square plus y square plus 16 plus 8y minus 2 into 10s are 20 square root of x square plus y square plus 16 plus 8y. Now we can see that which terms are cancelled. X square is cancelled with this x square, y square is cancelled with this y square, plus 16 is cancelled with this 16, and minus 8y, and this is plus 8y, so we cannot cancel it. Now we are going to do the next step over here. So we get 0 equals 100 plus 8y. This 8y is over here, and now we have to also write this 8y. This 8y is what I've written already. Now we are going to write this 8y over here, changing the sign because it is shifted from left side to right side, plus 8y minus 20 square root of x square plus y square plus 16 plus 8y. Now what we have to do is 0 equals 100 plus 8y gives us 16y minus 20 square root of x square plus y square plus 16 plus 8y. Now we are going to shift this whole term on the right side, on the left side, and change its negative sign into positive. So we get 20 square root of x square plus y square plus 16 plus 8y whole square root equals 100 plus 16y. Okay, now we are going to square both these sides to remove this square root. Okay, so squaring this, we'll also get 20 square into this square. So 20 square is 400 into, when we apply square on this term, the square and square root cancel, and we get x square plus y square plus 16 plus 8y equals 100 plus 16y whole square. Now we are going to multiply 400 with these terms, so we get 400 x square plus 400 y square plus 400 into 16 and plus 8y into 400 equals 100 square plus 16y square plus 2 into 100 into 16y. Now we are going to do what? Just we are going to solve these huge numbers. 400 x square plus 400 y square plus 16 into 4 gives us 6400 plus 8 fours are 32, so 3200y equals 100 square gives us 1000, because there are two zeros. Now we come up with 4 zeros, plus 16 square gives us 16 into 16, we get 169 plus 200 into 16 gives us 3200y. Now we are going to solve these things. 400 x square plus 400 y square plus 3200y plus 3200y is also over here, so we are going to cancel these 3200y's, and then we have 10,000 plus 256, we get 10,000 and 256, and here it is 6400, so 6400 minus 10,000 and 256 equals 0. Now we get to 400 x square plus 400 y square plus, we get here minus 3256. 856 equals 0. Now we are going to divide this whole term by 16. divide by 16 because it is divisible by a common table. So 400 divided by 16 we get 25x square plus again 25y square minus 241 because 241 into 16 gives us 356, so it is equal to 0 and this is your answer. Now we are moving towards part 4 of question number 8. Part 4 says 1 by 2 real part of iota z conjugate equals 4. Now we are given with z in the question, which is x plus y iota, and we all know that its magnitude is equal to the real part square root of real part square plus imaginary part square. So we are going to use this information, and also we have to find z conjugate. So what is z conjugate? Z conjugate means that we have to change the sign of the imaginary part of the complex number. Here the real part is x, imaginary part is y. So we have to change the sign of y. Previously it was positive and now we are going to change it into negative, and this becomes its conjugate x minus iota y. So in this question we are asked to find the real part of iota z bar. So z bar is x minus y iota, and we have to find iota z bar. So we are going to multiply iota with z bar, x minus y iota. So iota z bar equals x iota minus y iota square, and we are quite familiar with the value of iota square. It is minus 1. So we are going to put it over here in our solution, minus y into minus 1, and iota z bar equals x iota plus y, and iota z bar equals y plus x iota. Now here we all know that y is the real part and x is the imaginary part. So now continuing our solution, we have to find the real part of iota z. So real part of iota z is y, and we have to multiply it with 1 by 2 equals to 4. So putting it in this equation, we get 1 by 2 real part of iota z. So iota z bar is this and its real part is y. So putting y over here, y equals 4. Multiplying 2 with 4 over here, so we get y equals 8. This is our answer. Now we are going to start part number 5. I have written it over here. It says imaginary part of z minus 1 divided by 2 iota equals minus 5. So first of all, we are going to find z minus 1 divided by 2 iota. The value of z is given in the question. It is, yes, x plus y iota. And okay, putting it over here, z minus 1 divided by 2 iota equals x plus y iota minus 1 divided by 2 iota. Now we all know that whenever there is iota in the denominator, we have to rationalize it, and rationalization means multiplying and dividing it by the conjugate of the complex number written in the denominator. And conjugate means that we have to change the sign of the imaginary part of the complex number. Here it is pure imaginary, we have to change its complete sign. It is previously positive and now we are going to change it into negative, minus 2 iota divided by minus 2 iota. Now we get minus 2 iota into x plus iota y minus 1 whole divided by 2 iota into minus 2 iota, we get minus 4 iota square. So multiplying minus 2 iota with this whole bracket, we get minus 2x iota minus 2y iota square minus into minus, we get plus 2 iota whole divided by minus 4 into iota square gives us minus 1. We get it from here. Okay, now the next step says, I'm going to do the next step over here. Okay, now we get equals to minus 2x iota minus 2y. Iota square gives us minus 1, so we are going to put it over here. Minus 1 plus 2 iota whole divided by minus 4 into minus 1. Yes, we get 4. Now here we are going to multiply these two terms and writing them down. Minus 2x iota plus 2y plus 2 iota whole divided by 4. Now taking 2 as common and separating the real and imaginary parts, we are going to get here 2 into. y plus iota into minus 2x plus 2 whole divided by, sorry, we are just removing 2 from here. We have taken 2 common, so we get minus x plus 1 whole divided by 4. Now cancelling these terms, 2's are 4, so y plus iota into 1 minus x whole divided by 2. So what is the imaginary part of this term? This term we have changed it into this one. Now we are going to put it over here first and then find its imaginary part. Imaginary part of y plus iota into 1 minus x. Okay, now we are, I'm going to divide these two separately with both these terms. So y by 2 plus iota into 1 minus x whole divided by 2 equals minus 5. So here this is the real part as it contains no iota, but this term contains iota, so it is the imaginary part. Now we are going to write it over here. 1 minus x whole divided by 2 equals minus 5. Now if we multiply 2 with this minus 5 and we get 1 minus x equals minus 10 and x equals 1 plus 10, which is 11. So this is our answer, that x equals 11. Now we are going to do the last part of question number 8. Here we see it is written as minus 2 is less than equal to imaginary part of z plus iota is less than equal to 3. So first of all, you are going to put the value of z which is given in the question. It is, yes, it's x plus iota y. So we are going to put it over here. Minus 2 is less than equal to imaginary part of the value of z is x plus y iota plus iota is less than equal to 3. So minus 2 is less than equal to imaginary part of x plus iota into y plus 1 is less than equal to 3. Now this is the real part. I must write it over here. This is the real part and this whole is the imaginary part as it contains iota. So now we are going to solve it further. We have to separate the imaginary part, so we are just going to write here y plus 1 and dropping x, we get minus 2 is less than equal to y plus 1 is less than equal to 3. Now we are going to separate both these inequalities. First of all, we are going to solve this whole term and then we are going to solve this whole term. Okay, so we get here minus 2 is less than equal to y plus 1, minus 2 minus 1 is less than equal to y, and minus 3 is less than equal to y. And here with these this inequality we get y plus 1 is less than equal to 3, y is less than equal to 3 minus 1, and y is less than equal to 2. So now we are going to put this value over here, y in the center, and then this sign, and on the left side of the sign we get minus 3. Then we are going to draw this sign over here, and on the right side of the sign it is 2. So writing 2 over here we get the answer. This is our answer. Thank you so much.